Welcome once again to our daily online devotionals. It's good to be with you again today. I'm back from vacation and feeling rested and ready to go. But being back from vacation left me struggling quite a bit for today's devotion in terms of what to provide. And I was remembering that just a couple days ago I did a wedding. And in that wedding, in the sermon, I quoted 1 John, where it says, "God is love." And that reminded me of a time long, long ago, probably in my first year of ministry. And I was a pastor of a church that had a Saturday night service. And so Saturday night, I preached a sermon that was just disjointed and uncomfortable and just didn't come together for me in any meaningful way whatsoever. It was hard. It was difficult to preach. And I struggled with it, struggled through it, got through it, and that night I decided I'm not going to preach this tomorrow morning. It just was not going to happen. And so I began working on it late into Saturday night. Struggled. I woke up early Sunday morning, struggled with it some more. I went to church, was struggling with it before the service started, still was not coming up with anything meaningful in any coordinated way. And so there I was. I found myself during the second reading, sitting there, listening to the second reading and wondering, what am I going to say? And so I got up, I read the gospel, and I said, I'm very sorry, but I just don't have the message that I wanted for you today, or I wasn't able to put together a sermon that was meaningful. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you what I try to tell you every single Sunday. In every sermon I preach, this is the core message that I'm trying to get across. And I said, God loves you. And I sat down. And the musicians began to freak out because they didn't know it was going to be that short. They weren't ready to go. And there was an awkward silence, but that silence actually provided a moment, almost a minute of time for people to think about that, to think about the message in that 3-word sermon. And I have to tell you, I got some of the most positive feedback I've ever gotten on my preaching for that sermon. Because it was so meaningful to people to understand. Maybe it was putting together that's the message that I try to get across in every sermon. But it was powerful. There was a lot of power in it. Yeah, I had some people that were upset by it too, that thought I wasn't doing my job. But at the end of the day, that was the message that I wanted to get across, that I felt compelled to get across in that moment. And so I provide that to you. God loves you. As a core message, something that I want to seep deep into your heart for you to live and to feel and to know deep within yourself, no matter who you are, no matter what you've been through, no matter what your life holds right now, God loves you. It's a simple and brief message, but it is extremely powerful because at the core of it is God's love for you, that God created you, loves you deep into your soul, who you are, everything about you, God loves. God loves you. So I hope you find that somewhat meaningful. If not, at least it's brief, and hope you have a great day. Blessings to you.